Welcome to the Third Vision Kitchen. I'm Jamie and I'm not a professional chef, but I love to cook, and I love to cook things that other people like to eat. So we figured we would share some of those recipes here with you. Today we're going to be sharing one of our favorites, one of our family's favorites, and that is chicken bacon penne. It's basically baked ziti, but with chicken bacon and penne instead of ziti and ground beef, and it is absolutely delicious. We hope you enjoy this recipe, but let us know what you think down in the comments. Let us know what we could do better. Let us know what you would do different. Come along with us because we can't wait to eat. First thing we have to do in order to make this dish is get some chicken, which we've already done. We made some chicken earlier this week, pretty plain marinade, and it's just some boneless, skinless chicken breast. We have that in our fridge now, along with our next ingredient that we need to cook, and that's bacon. When we're cooking our bacon, we are gonna cook it on a sheet tray like this one with a little bit of sides there, and we're just gonna line it with a little bit of aluminum foil. And then we'll top it off with another sheet of parchment paper. It's gonna help soak in a lot of that excess fat. There we go. Then all there's left to do is lay out the bacon. We're gonna take our bacon one piece at a time, lay it out nice there. After you do it, I think for most people, they'll find cooking in a pan silly. Even if you cook a little more than you need, you can just save the bacon for later in a little Ziploc container in the fridge. And I think we could squeeze one more on there. For the rest of the recipe, we're gonna be putting a full pound of bacon in there, just because we can. And we're gonna take this beauty of a tray and put it in our oven for about 30 minutes. It is gonna depend on the thickness and the style of your bacon, the fat content, a lot of different things, how quickly it cooks. So take a look after about 15 to 20 minutes and see how your bacon is doing. When it's the desired crispiness, and you can tell from just the look of it, you should be able to pull it on out. All right, so the bacon is ready to come out now. Oh yeah. Look at that. Looking good. Pair of tongs to transfer that right to the plate here, and we'll just cook the other bit here. But while the rest of this bacon is cooking, what we're gonna do is we are going to shred up our chicken, we're going to cook up our pasta, and we're gonna get ready for the baked zitis. Back in the oven there, and because this is called Can't Wait to Eat, find out why. Just had to test these crispy ends here. Yeah, it's delicious. As far as our pasta goes, we got a pot here. We're gonna fill it about half full, maybe a little bit more with water. Bring it to a boil. While we're doing that, we're gonna grab our chicken and we're gonna shred that up. For this recipe, we're gonna use probably about 2 pounds of chicken. And yeah, 2 good sized breasts there, I think. Getting the chicken to be shredded is actually incredibly easy. You just find the grain. You can see it there, right there. The chicken. Just find the grain there, and then just start tearing with some regular forks. I know this is something someone's definitely gonna comment on and tell me how I can do way better. So why don't you guys do that down in the comments. Alright, it's been boiling for a little bit. It's time to add the pasta. You can add a little salt, I'm not going to right now. Dump the whole box in. The pasta is just about done. We're gonna take it off, strain it, and put it in a bowl with our chicken. Now we have our pound of pasta that's drained out. What some people, I am absolutely certain again, are gonna tell us is absolute heresy, but it's okay. We're gonna use this pasta sauce here. Get it going. 2 cans, or jars in this case. We do not want to have dry baked ziti. Pene. Oh, we can actually leave our oven at 375 from our bacon because that's the same temperature we're gonna use to bake the rest of our dish. Quickly cut up our bacon. And you really just wanna get this into as small pieces you like. Just make sure you don't leave any huge chunks unless that's what you want. Once your bacon is all cut up, you've added the chicken, the sauce, and the pasta all together. It's time to grab your cheese. We're talking about a pound of mozzarella cheese, a cup of ricotta cheese, topped with some extra mozzarella on the top. In goes the pound of bacon, and you can see it's starting to form there. We like it. Here's where we're at. It's time for the cheese. We've already added the pound of bacon, the 2 pounds or so of chicken, the pound of whatever the fuck it is, the pound of noodles, the pound of sauce, 2 pounds in fact of sauce. And before we mix it up, we're gonna add the chicken, or the cheese. We've got our cheese. Gonna open. Gonna add most of it. We're gonna leave a little bit though for sprinkling on top. That should be good. Here goes the ricotta. This is always just a pain in the dick to open. I just fucking hate these stupid seals. There we go. Get that ricotta out of there. Oh yeah. Yeah. And now we mix it up the only way we can. By hand. I don't think it's gross, it just kind of feels gross. It's not gross. The way I'm saying that sounds so suspicious. You just want to make sure it's all mixed in. We're not actually going to leave pockets of ricotta like they do in a lasagna. We're just going to mix it all in until it's just nice and cheesy and one. Next, what we're going to do is we're going to just transfer this right over. Once it's mixed, good. Transfer it right over to our casserole pan here. Wrap it right up with some aluminum foil and shove it in the oven for a half hour. There you go, ladies and germs. It is coming out. Oh yeah. And we're gonna try and fit all of this in here. I think we can. Oh yeah. Once you have that done, you're just gonna hit it with a final layer of mozzarella. Really, the goal here is just to make sure it's completely covered. You don't want to see any sauce. You might want to wash your hand. I'm gonna wash my hand. Just spread it out nice and good there. Make sure it's covering the whole thing. And now we're just gonna cover it with some aluminum foil. Shove it in there for 20 minutes. Uncover it. Cook it for another 15. Call it a day. Okay, and once that's secure, we're just gonna pop it in the oven at 375, which is still heated up from our bacon. Leave it in there for about 20 minutes, then pop off this aluminum foil, turn it up to about 450 and bake it for another 10. At this point, our ziti's been in there covered for about 20 minutes at 375. We're gonna pull her out, take the wrapping off, turn it up to 400 or something, and put it back in there for about 10 minutes or until the cheese is nice and golden brown. Uh-oh. Oh no! So, unfortunately, a little bit of it did stick to the top here. Maybe just don't cover the top, and we're gonna put it back in for like another 10-15 minutes. After some amount of minutes, the crust is looking golden brown, and I do say crust, that cheese has melted into a nice crust over the top layer of this baked ziti, and we'll show you that right now. We're gonna pull it out of the oven here. Oh yeah. Yeah, and I think you can see what we mean here as a crust. Almost the entire top is covered in golden brown, delicious cheese. And that's a wrap, folks. There we have it, the chicken bacon baked ziti. And we can't wait to eat.
Pene, you fat lard, come get some dinner.
We wanted to thank you for cooking with us, hanging out with us, spending some time with us today. If you have any questions about the stuff we used in this video, just click on the links in the description down below. And until next time, we'll be here. We'll see you then.